Hey, Colin! You are totally right about this new Snapchat update. I mean, like, everybody is just like. And I mean, these things are cool, but I just really hope that they're not overused. I mean, I kind of like looked at them all and, just kind of like did the face each time, and I was just kind of like, alright, that's cool. Kind of done with it now. So, that being said, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually use them for actual Snapchats. So, Colin, I'm not actually going to answer your question today because you mentioned something that needs to be addressed. And that is Star Wars Battlefront. The new one is coming out for the PS4 and probably Xbox. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know. I'm not getting the game. And I will tell you why. So I've got my handy dandy iPad here. I've got a web page pulled up. It is PS4 Daily, and this is an article on the features of the new Battlefront compared to Battlefront 2. So right off the bat, the first thing it mentioned is that the ATT and walkers would be on rails. We cannot control them anymore. They're going to be on fixed paths, and we can't move them around however we want. I don't know, I guess that's kind of a toss-up. Some people really like riding around in the vehicles, but it's just the AT-ATs, so it's not everything. So that was on the top because it doesn't fit in with this little table checklist thing that they have going. So I'm just going to go to this checklist here and read off this information. So in Battlefront 2, there was 33 maps, 16 planets, and 4 DLC maps. For Battlefront 3, there's going to be 8 total maps on 4 planets. The number of players in Battlefront 2 was a 32 versus 32 game. In the new one, it's going to be a 20 versus 20 game, and in some modes, you'll have to have less. Space battles are going to be removed. It's not going to be moddable. Apparently, Battlefront 2 was moddable. I never really played around with mods, so that doesn't really bother me too much. The new one is not going to have a campaign. It's not going to have instant action, so you're not going to be able to just leap into a quick battle. And the best feature of the game, Galactic Conquest, also removed. In Battlefront 2, there was 51 playable infantry types consisting of 6 standard classes per faction, so that's 24 in total, plus 8 unique factions, plus 19 playable hero units. Woo! That's a mouthful. For the new one, it's 2 loadouts, there's 2 heroes and loadouts only. So that's a big drop. In the old one, there was 37 controllable vehicles plus 15 turrets. In the new one, so far, none have been confirmed as playable, but the AT-ATs will not be playable, like I mentioned before. AI players are not available whatsoever in the new game, so if you want to just play against some computer players and just play around for fun, you can't do that. You basically have to play against other people every single time. And it's funny, this is coming out in November 2015, and the second one came out in November 2005. So this is a 10-year jump. You'd think more features would be added instead of taking away like 90% of them. One thing I skipped over was DLC because I wanted to hit that at the end. In Battlefront 2, there was 1 pack with 4 maps and 2 heroes that only costed $5. In this new one, there's 5 planned DLC packs. So, Colin, how do you feel about DLC packs? That's my question for you today. Like, 5 packs, they don't say, like, obviously the game's not out yet, but still, 5 packs, they planned it out, meaning that if they wanted to, they could put it in the game right in the beginning. Like, why wouldn't they if they have all this stuff? Why make us wait? I feel like this is becoming a thing with a lot of new games, releasing DLC packs and just upping the cost of everything. A big one that I can think of is like Call of Duty with the new map packs and like zombie packs and stuff. It's kind of annoying that you gotta like pre-order it and like double the cost of your game if you want to get all this shit, or end up spending more than that double down the road in tiny bits. I don't really play Call of Duty. The one game that actually does this that really affects me is Evolve. I love this game, and we play it together all the time. But it's broken up into these weird-ass DLC packs just to get the new hunters and the new monsters. And this latest one is releasing each character individually. The first time around, they released the 4 hunters and the monsters all in one pack. Boom, good to go. And now they're like, there's the 4 hunters and the 1 monster, but they're going 1 hunter, 1 hunter, 1 hunter, 1 hunter, monster. And that's planned over 1 whole year. Like, we've got the first 2, we've got the trapper and the assault, the medic and the support. We're probably not going to see until like February next year. It's ridiculous. Like, why are they stretching it all out? I don't understand it at all. Colin, I think I mentioned the game Life is Strange in a previous video. Now, this game, for kind of like DLC, I completely understand, because it's set up like a TV show. So it's like, with a TV show, it's like every week you have a new episode. With this, it's like every month you have a new episode. I don't know if they come out every month, but it's been longer than a month now that I think about it. But still, it's like, it makes sense to have these gradual things. So all of this stuff getting removed from Star Wars Battlefront makes me feel like and all of this bullshit DLC crap makes me feel like that is probably the most I'm ever going to use those Snapchat face things. So to reiterate my question for you is, how do you feel about these DLC packs? How do you feel about the, disappointment that is going to be the next Star Wars Battlefront? Can you apply any kind of logic to there being DLC packs? Like, even if they're planned in advance, like, what's the purpose of these? Can you answer that question for me? I don't understand it at all. Whew! And now that my big rant about Battlefront and my question is over, I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you Monday. Peace.